Kendrick album just dropped.
Oh, about to get my full undivided.
It's I believe it's called Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper.
Yes, it's on the board.
Yeah, Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, man. He dropped this dope song.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of dope songs on there. Shout out to Smoke. He hit me up. He said, yo, hands down, Kendrick's the best rapper alive. Name 3 top albums. I said, bro, hold on. Smoke.
He hit you?
Yeah, he hit me with that.
He didn't even hit me with that.
He texted me and said, I remember you said Drake is the best rapper. I said, yeah, I feel like Drake is the most versatile. He can do it all. He's one of the best rap. Just because you don't spit about conscious rap don't mean you're not a good rapper. Drake can do that, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But anyway, Kendrick dropped the album, right? And he had the song called Father Time. You got to listen to the song, dope song, and it talked about fathers, right? And his father was in his life, but his fathers taught him, he talked about how he was damaged emotionally because he didn't know how to express his emotions. Like he didn't know how to open up. Like being, and it's what we've all, like a lot of, dads taught their sons to be tough.
Yeah.
Tough is strong, you know what I mean? But if you look at biblical terms, God needs you to be weak, which is the total opposite of what the world teaches you, right?
Facts.
God said, I only respond in your weakness. I can only work in your weakness. If you think you strong, then you don't need me, right?
And we need him.
But as a father, you teach your son, don't cry, pick yourself up, all that good stuff. And I just wanted to talk about the power dynamic of that, of what it means in today's culture of like men, right? Of how we can't be vulnerable. If we show any kind of vulnerability,
we show weakness.
It's weakness.
And when weakness is shown, then you're not considered a man. So it's big because me being a father now, and like my dad was a big part of my life. And honestly, he never said I couldn't be emotional. I just wasn't emotional, if that makes sense. So he never swayed me not to have emotions or to be vulnerable. I never really seen him like that.
Right.
Like I said, the first time I ever seen my dad cry was at my cousin's funeral. And when I seen him cry, that broke me because it's like, damn, my dad crying.
So this is real.
Yeah, this is real. Like he crying. Right. I've never seen him cry. And then the next time I seen him cry was when I graduated from college, and he tried to hold that back, but we caught it. Everybody there saw him do it.
That's a big moment for a dad, man.
Exactly.
Like for
real. My biggest thing with me being a dad now, especially with my 2 boys, is like being able to let them show that emotion. You feel me? Like the biggest thing with my dad and me is like the word "I love you." Yeah, it's very awkward at this age. It's very awkward. Like my mom forced us. I wouldn't say forced us, but she kind of cornered us to say "I love you." Probably back when I was like 18, 19.
Right.
So we on 3-way type stuff. But overall, we don't really say it. We both know the love is there. You feel me? But the easy words of "I love you," like "I love you, Dad," like it doesn't come off as uncomfortable. It's like an awkward thing. Right. And so my biggest takeaway from this is I'm going to let my sons understand that being vulnerable is okay. I'm not going to judge you no differently. There's have to be situations where you got to kind of suck it up. Like, we can't be out here.
I could say pause, but I ain't going to do that because I'm a grown man.
Yeah, you need to get over it because we ain't going to be out here just sad at every adverse situation. Right. You feel me? Like, adversity is
Pick your battles.
Exactly. And the biggest thing is, like, I do it now, especially with my older boy, Milton, is I tell him I love him as much as I can. Just so as he continues to grow older and I grow older, it's never gonna be awkward for us to say it to each other. Like, I love you, son. All right, I love you too, Dad. And that's the other thing I'm doing with Jax. Yeah, that's good. It's easy to say to my daughter. It's easy to say to Zimmer.
That's the crazy part. You see that dynamic though? It's so easy. It's easy to say it to your daughter and your mom, but when it comes to, like, I'm gonna tell you this. Me and my dad, we butted heads a lot. My dad was one of those firm pops. I remember the first time I played Pop Warner and I got hit. The story is so funny, but I ain't gonna tell you the whole story. Let's just say I put on some pads. We had a scrimmage. Dude knocked the wind out of me. I wanted to quit. Dead ass. Wanted to quit. Start crying. And my dad was like, "You better stop crying." Woo, woo, woo. He was that. Oh. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He was that. He was that. You know what I mean? And so as a young kid, every time I showed an emotion, he was like, toughen up. What the hell you crying for? Woo, woo, woo. And it it made me firm. But I was very in tune with my emotions, but I didn't know how to show it, right?
Yeah.
Cause I did a lot of nice stuff for ladies and things like that, but I didn't know how to show. Like, so I used to be an asshole in the class clown, and I had anger problems. I had really, really bad temper.
That's little man syndrome. Y'all, all of you little people, always angry because y'all small and
whatever.
fit in little boxes.
It wasn't even that. Like, it wasn't even that. Like, I'm
It's
happy.
called the Napoleon syndrome.
Whatever you want to call it.
That's what it was called. All little dudes got anger issues.
Okay.
That's what y'all do.
I think a lot of men have anger issues. They just,
Especially the smaller ones.
okay, here we go with this nonsense. I'm just gonna let that ride. But anyway, man. And so me and my dad used to butt heads a lot. And then as I got older, we finally had to have those discussions, because really, me and my dad only talked about sports. That was it.
Yeah.
We never talked about none of the stuff